Okay. Curse of Ula'tek on release. So basically, there will be again one more update before the new patch, I guess. Apparently. So good news, fucking awesome news. To be honest. So let's check it out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to WoWCast. Today we're diving into Midnight's first major update, The Curse of Ula'tek. Joining me are two members of the development team to walk us through what's coming. Let's meet them.
Hey there, my name is Rachel Vogt. I'm one of the lead quest designers. I've worked on everything from populating Legion order halls through Zoldazar, Emerald Dream, and more recently I have helped with supervising story on Zul'Aman.
Hi, my name is Taylor Garcia. I am a UI engineer, so essentially I am a programmer that helps, make all of those screens you have, inventory, spellbook, things like that, function. You may know me from such hits as Floating Houses, because our players are incredibly clever and we're constantly surprised by the things they manage to do.
Thank you guys for joining us. All right, let's set the stage. Where does the Curse of Ula'tek fit into the ongoing story?
In the 1207 update, Revelations, Zul'Jan is looking for a weapon that he believes will secure the future of the Amani without having to rely on the Loa. This puts him at odds with his sister, Zul'Jara, who as the Hashe has put her faith in the Loa. Zul'Jan is manipulated by a mysterious spirit who lore enthusiasts will find rather familiar, and this spirit will lead Zul'Jan to the Coiled Isle. Then we start our next chapter.
Is the Coiled Isle the mountain that's shrouded by fog in Zul'Aman?
Yes, so that whole new outdoor zone, that is the Coiled Isle. The fog is going to be lifted and you can go and explore the area.
That's really cool.
Coastal ruins, we've got troll architecture, and then inside of that big mountain, there's this giant cavernous interior. And we're going to get to go in there and explore, and it's full of this very corrupted ecosystem.
And
Bunch
at the
of
center
Bell.
wall is Ula'tek herself. She is an ancient, powerful creature of hatred, corruption, and venom. Ultimately, Zul'Jan's decisions will lead to her being unleashed. Meanwhile, Zul'Jara is going to go to the Isle, and we're going to go with her to try and bring her brother and others home. They're going to delve into
new dungeon.
the
I don't think
history
new
of
raid.
the Isle, and we're going to find out what was locked away and who was left behind. And this is going to lead us to a new raid, the Venomous Abyss.
Oh, new raid.
Now that we've finally reached the mysterious Coiled Isle, what outdoor activities can we expect?
So in that cavernous indoor space inside the mountain, we'll find the vaults of Ula'tek. This is a space with challenging group content as well as rotating public events. And challenging those public events will build toward a big boss fight.
While we're in the zone, there will also be this custom talent tree that'll give you some different perks of player power, but also some quality of life perks as well. So for example, something to reduce the potency of some of that venom because it can be very strong as you're exploring early on.
I like to call it spicy water.
So much spicy water flowing.
The island is sounding extremely dangerous. Are there any other zone activities that we have to do outside of the vaults?
Yeah, so there's also going to be, throughout the island, these curse surges that are just kind of rolling through, and they're spawning these rare elites regularly at 5 different rotating locations. And once you've killed one of those rare elites, it unlocks some cursed fishing in that spot.
It's also going to include a local story with a Tortolan sea captain named Taka, and you will gain reputation with his crew, and as you do, you're going to learn to fish in other cursed waters.
Well then, let's jump into the systems. What are some of the standout features?
Yes, so we're going to be introducing layers. This is not like a layer cake, it is like a dragon layer. This is an evolution on world bosses. So you are familiar with world bosses, you find them in the open world. In this case, they're going to be instanced encounters. So you're actually going to be able to scale the difficulty up to flexible mythic, which is 15 to 25 players.
The goal here is basically to make things a lot easier for the player. It's a lot like a delve, where there's a very specific layer entrance in the world. You just need to go to that, set the difficulty that you need, and there's a summoning stone. It's a lot easier to not have to juggle a lot of the same kinds of party and grouping shenanigans.
That should make the zone feel a lot smoother by having the world boss inside an instance location. And of course, a new major update equals a new season. So let's talk about season 2 and what's in all those details.
Yeah,
Okay.
so season 2 is
Okay, so this is season 2 content. Okay, this is good to know.
going to be starting a week after the content update goes live. There's going to be a 3-boss dungeon, Altar of Fangs, and as we mentioned earlier, there's the Venomous Abyss, which is a new raid. It's going to include 8 bosses, and Ula'tek herself as the main final boss.
And we're going to have 3 new delves. We'll have the Ring of Glory, Gnarldor
3 new
Isle,
delves.
Toxatal, which is the new Nemesis delve, and we'll have new Snake and Venom variants to existing Midnight delves. To our Mythic Plus dungeon rotation, we're going to add a new dungeon, Altar of Fangs, and the
So, new
remaining
dungeon?
Midnight dungeons, which include Murder Row, Den of Nalarak, The Blinding Veil, and Voidscar Arena. But we're going to be bringing back King's Rest and Ruby Life Pools, plus the Temple of Sethralis, because, again, snakes.
We're also going to have Prey Season 2, which is going to be coming with some new affixes, some new targets, and some hunts on the Coiled Isle.
And of course, with hunts, that means Astalor, everyone's favorite. He's going to be having new voice lines, and we're also going to have some new Argentina quests.
I love his voice lines. Kill for me.
Kill for me. No!
On top of that, is there anything on the PvP side?
Yes, so Training Grounds have introduced players to the PvP ecosystem, and sort of like with the Battleground versus bots, we're now adding arenas versus bots.
That'll make jumping into the arena easier for those who are intimidated by jumping in with real players.
Yes,
because
this
you're
is a
going
good
against
idea.
bots. Lastly, is there anything else players should expect in the update?
Yeah, so on the UI side, we've got the cooldown manager. That is now going to be able to track your trinkets and your potions, so that should help a lot with a lot of the consumable management. For managing your other resources, we've got a whole bunch of new updates for the ping system as well. So now you can ping your action bar, the cooldown manager itself, and that will give the rest of your team a communication about the status of your spells. You can also ping your own unit frame, and that will convey your health to the group, which is very helpful for when your healer is watching your health slowly go down as you stand in spicy water for too long and take all the damage. Speaking of your healers, we've also got some new configurations available for healers on
Thank you,
raid frames,
Pull of
where
Dead,
they can now
for
configure which
the follow.
kinds of healing buffs and what the priorities of them are that they want to show up there, so they can track what kinds of heals they've got on the group. And then, of course, speaking of combat, there will be class changes. Then on the housing side, the big one I think that players are going to be the most excited about is blueprints. For everybody who's wanted to share all of those fancy cool builds that everybody's seeing online, you're now going to be able to
You cannot hear me? You should be able to hear me.
export the entirety of your exterior and your interior, just the exterior, just the interior, just a
Oh my fucking god.
room, etc., and then share it with other players, share it with friends, paste it online, just to be able for everybody's side of combat. There will be class changes. Then on the housing side, the big one I think that players are going to be the most excited about is blueprints. For everybody who's wanted to share all of those fancy cool builds that everybody's seeing online, you're now going to be able to export the entirety of your exterior and your interior, just the exterior, just the interior, just a room, etc.
Oh, this is
and then share it with
cool.
other players, share it with friends, paste it online, and other players can import that and have that in their home. It's also really nice because if you want to, change things up and try something new, you're going to be able to save what you currently have, fiddle with it, change your mind, and then reload what you saved and put yourself back to where you were. Don't have to lose all that work. Of course, if you do want to lose all that work and you just want to start clean and fresh, there's going to be a reset button, which is going to just clear out the whole thing, put all your decor back into storage, and let you start new.
What if you don't have everything that's inside the blueprint?
We've actually got a very robust series of UI systems that are basically going to convey to you exactly what is inside of the blueprint and exactly what you're missing, which parts of it, and for certain things that are missing, you're going to be able to import anyway. So for example, if you have everything but you're missing like 2 chairs, you can still import it. And then, if you want to go get those 2 chairs later, you can, or if you didn't want them anyway, that's fine. But we're gonna have a way for you to be able to very easily have a whole breakdown of exactly what you have, what you don't have, and what's needed. And speaking of which, for the interior of your house, there's going to be a brand new kind of decor called a pet bed. And essentially, this is going to be a way that you can bring your non-combat companion pets into your house. So for example, Rufus, our charity pet, you can place them on a bed inside of your house and they can either sit tight, hang out there, or you can have them wander your house. We're going to be having some new navigation tech, which will allow them to understand kind of the layout of everything you have in the house, all the decor.
I can't wait to place my Mr. Bigglesworth and then have him completely take over my chair, and then that chair is no longer mine.
So that's all of the stuff for inside of the home. Outside of your house, out in neighborhoods, we're gonna have a whole bunch of new endeavors for different factions and groups. We're gonna have Amani trolls, kobolds, Onaran centaur, and of course, Tortolans.
I can't wait to fill up my house with cats everywhere and see all the blueprints that people have to share. What are you guys most excited about in the Curse of Ula'tek?
I, for one, am excited about continuing the story of Zul'Jan and Zul'Jara. Players got to be introduced to them in Zul-Aman. Now we see where their story goes. We're also going to get an update on Eretor as he deals with the fallout of the Voidspar. But we're going to go investigate the resurgence of the Twilight's Blade with him and continue the hunt for Xal'atath.
I think with how much green there is in this update, it's not necessarily quite related, but I'm a big fan of goblins, and I'm really excited to see goblin blueprints, and I'm excited to see all of the different builds that I'll finally be able to just download and import for myself.
I hear you have a pretty sweet goblin accent.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks so much for joining us and telling us
awesome.
all the details about the Curse of Ula'tek.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, excited to see players jump.
Is there a date? Is there a date? Let's check if there are dates. Release. Release. Goes live July in a month. We get a month. Well, we got a month. Okay. Well, apparently it will we'll get that in a month. This is good enough. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. New zone, new raid. A raid that is like not non-Xal'atath related, so this is interesting. But cool stuff anyway. And overall, like layouts for overall housing is really good. Having your companion lurks in your house is also really good. So this is awesome. I'm really happy about like what I heard. Curse of Ula'tek Unleashed. This will be a cool patch and cool change. Really excited about it.